All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about how I got my favorite welding hood and how I lost my favorite welding hood, or thought I lost it, and how I just got it back. Okay, so a little history on my favorite welding hood. What I like the most about this welding hood right here is the lens. This lens is like a Goldwyn lens. I can see like a lot of stuff through it, right? Like kind of what's on the inside. So how I got this, I was working at L&H and a guy named Landon had like 4 of these. Basically what he did was he had got a really fancy lens that's like really expensive actually, like underneath this. And it just allows people to like see like more clearly on like what's going on instead of just like the weld splatter or the weld arc. It allows you to see like the whole thing. It's just really fancy. You just have to trust me. If you ever welded with a Goldwyn lens, you'll know what I'm talking about. But this is like on a standard pipeliner helmet, which the helmet's like 80 bucks. So a lot of people like will just think that these are just like way cheap, right? And you know, got my old hard hat from L&H too. You know, you just throw it on the back. Okay, so how I basically thought I lost it. So I was welding real quick on some small projects at like an oil and gas company. It wasn't like what I was actually doing every day for a job there, but there was just some fun welding stuff that I could do on there. So it's like, hey, I just want to weld. We got really like slow, like for like just what was going on at the job. So then there were some layoffs and stuff. I ended up actually leaving my stuff behind because I just started doing like other work just right away. And so I'm like, okay, you know, after a year or two, I just cut my lot. I'm like, you know what, it would be unreasonable to, you know, expect someone to hold on to that, you know, and stuff. So several years went by, literally several years. And believe it or not, the other day I was at a hot cocoa contest. Like I was literally like making like hot cocoa at a contest. And I ran into this guy that his wife was like doing it too. And like I ran into her, we were talking, and then Tim just comes in and he's like, he was a truck driver at this place. He's like, you know, you should like seriously consider like going back there and like getting your stuff. I'm like, really? Like, you know, it's still there. It's like, it turns out I found out that Billy was actually trying to contact me, and I went there just today, and he may have had the wrong number for me. I'm not sure, but that's essentially how I got my Goldwyn lens back. I was pretty happy. I was pretty stoked. Believe it or not, just going to a place and just volunteering in the community essentially, or, you know, doing something that was like competitive for a nonprofit, like for one of their events, making hot cocoa, actually turned out to be like a cool benefit, like on the back end that I never expected. And yeah, Tim, thank you for letting me know if you watch this. And thank you, Billy, for holding on to my helmet for me.